Alright guys, welcome back. Today we will be looking at the Scotland-Japan game that takes place on Saturday at Murrayfield. So let's go through the Scotland team to begin with. At number 1 we have Jamie Batty. At number 2 we have George Turner. Number 3 we have Xander Fagerson. At number 4 we have Scott Cummings. Number 5 we have Grant Gilchrist. At number 6 we have Jamie Ritchie. At number 7 we have Hamish Watson. At number 8 we have Josh Bayliss. Jamie Ritchie is the vice captain, by the way. At number 9 we have Ali Price. At number 10, we have Finn Russell, who's also a vice-captain. At number 11, we have Duhan van der Merwe. At number 12, we have Sam Johnson. At number 13, we have Chris Harris. Number 14, we have Darcy Graham. And at number 15, we have Stuart Hogg, who's, of course, the captain. So on the bench, at number 16, we have Stuart McAnally. At number 17, we have Pierre Schoeman. At number 18, we have Yavin Sebastian, I think is how you say it. At number 19, we have Sam Skinner. At number 20, we have Dylan Richardson. At number 21, we have Matt Fagerson. At number 22, we have George Horn. And at number 23, we have Blair Kinghorn. So that is the Scotland team. So some interesting things. Yavin Sebastian. I'm not sure I know who that is, to be honest. So if you know who he plays for and who he is, tell me in the comments. It would be quite embarrassing if he plays for my team, but I'm not sure who he plays for. But we have Jamie Batty starting at number 1 with Pierre Schoeman dropping to the bench. It's probably right. Schoeman started 3 test matches in a row now, and Jamie Batty is a more than good enough prop. So give him a start. That's a good shout. And Japan don't have the biggest pack in the world, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue to start that. We have Scott Cummings back in the side, who I didn't think would be back yet. I didn't think we'd see him till the Six Nations in a Scotland top. I wasn't sure how long his injury was, but he wasn't named in the squad at all. I didn't even see that he got called up to the squad. So that's nice to see Scott Cummings back in the team. Interesting to start him his first game, I think, this season, if I'm right, because there's no club stuff on just now, so he wouldn't have had a chance to play for his club if he even was fit to play for. Then we also have Josh Bayliss making his first start for Scotland. He came off the bench against Australia, and he did pretty well there as well. And Darcy Graham and Sam Johnson are back in the team as well. And on the bench, also, we have Dylan Richardson, who could come on for his first test. He's also a back row, I believe. And an interesting is they've gone for a 6-2 split here against Japan, which is interesting because you would think that there would be more of an emphasis on the back play playing Japan, because that's how they like to play and that's how Scotland tend to like to play. So that is the Scotland team for this game. I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to know as much about the Japan team, and I'm probably going to butcher a lot of these names. So if you know how to pronounce these names, if you're from Japan or if you can speak Japanese, please do tell me how to do that in the comments below. I'm apologising now, and I will try my best, but I cannot promise. I think I'll be able to get the first one. Number 1, we have Miller at number 1. We have Sakati at number 2. We have Valo at number 3. We have Cornelson at number 4. We have Moore at number 5. We have Michael Leach at number 6. We have Lobishajne, is that how you pronounce it? At number 7, who's the captain? At number 8, we have Himino. At number 9, we have Nagari. At number 10, we have Matsuda. At number 11, we have Fifita. At number 12, we have Nakamura. At number 13, we have Nakano. At number 14, we have Matsushima, who absolutely destroyed Scotland in the World Cup. And at number 15, we have Yamanaka. At number 16, we have Horikoshi. At number 17, we have Inagaki. At number 18, we have Kakanaga. At number 19, we have Gunter. At number 20, we have Tatafu. At number 21, we have Sato. At number 22, we have Tamura. And at number 23, we have Riley. So that is the Japan team. Like I said, I don't know a lot about this team. I don't believe Michael Leach has been playing a lot recently, and he's not the captain today either. But of course I know how good Matsushima is because he destroyed Scotland in the World Cup, like I said. Matsuda is a pretty good 10, and Nagari is a pretty decent 9 as well. I do like the Japan team, but like I said, I don't know a lot about this team. I assume most of them play over in Japan in what was called the top league, and I can't remember what it's called anymore. I'm pretty sure they've changed the name of it. So yeah, I can't say much about this Japan team, but I do remember how good they were in the World Cup. They've been a bit poor recently. I believe they've won 1 in 4, and I think the game they won was their last one against Portugal. So that's not a great form coming into this game for them at Murrayfield. That will be really looking for a win after defeat to South Africa last week and will be looking for revenge for being knocked out of the World Cup by them. So let's move on to some predictions. So the odds of this game have Scotland at 2-17 and Japan at 9-1, which is, those are some big different odds. So Scotland are by far the favourites here from what I see. Japan 9-1 is not, because I think they're going to be in this game. I don't think Scotland's going to run them over. I think they came with the wrong tactics against Ireland when Ireland battered them, and I think they're going to come in with the correct tactics against Scotland. They're going to know how to play against Scotland, I think. And they'll be watching them throughout the Autumn Nations series, and they'll be able to tell how they're going to play. So I don't think it's going to be a runaway victory for Scotland. I think this 2-17 is a bit flattering for Scotland, but I guess odds are also based on who's betting. So if more people, and I live in Scotland, so these are going to be odds from Scotland, so they're probably going to be much more heavily weighted towards Scotland just because people are betting on Scotland to win the game more. So there is that to also play for Scotland. So that is the bookies odds at 2-17 for Scotland and 9-1 for Japan. And I think they're very flattering Scotland with that, with those odds. So now on to my prediction. So I think for this game, I think Scotland probably will win. Like I said, Japan haven't been in the greatest of form, but they're a good team, Japan. You don't become a bad team overnight. They're 10th in the world rankings, and I believe that the top 10 are all really good teams, and on the days can pretty much beat each other. But I do think Scotland will win. I don't think it'll be a rout, but I think Scotland will maybe win by about 9 or 10 points in this game. Japan games normally aren't really tight and close. It's normally more than a score that someone wins by, from what I've seen. So I think that Scotland will win by 9 points. That is what my prediction will be. So please to tell me if I pronounce any of the Japanese names wrong or the Scottish names wrong. I may have got some of them wrong too, but tell me if I pronounce those wrong and how I should pronounce them if you are able to type that out phonetically. And if you enjoyed the video, please give a big thumbs up. But do tell me what you think's going to happen in this game down in the comments below. But as always, guys, have a great day. See ya.